Paella de camarones or shrimp paella. And this one I'm going to prepare with socarrat or socarate, which is that delicious little bone at the bottom of the rice. Remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. So you're going to need a cup of garlic teeth. And you smash them. And you're going to chop them. But I like to put a tiny bit of salt, because what it does is it keeps them in place and it gives them that traction, and it's easier to chop. Then have handy red pepper. You don't need a lot, and just chop it into tiny squares. I want my saffron to be in powder. This one I bought in a small business. I actually purchased this online. They've been very good, and they have a kind of saffron from, like from Persia, and this one is from Spain. And just put a little bit of strings, and if you want to make it into powder, grab something like this and just convert it into powder saffron. See how easy? I want my tomato to be natural. So what you do is I grate this baby. See how beautiful? And you might need about maybe 2, maybe less. See how beautiful? Now it's time to start the cooking. If you have a paella pan, that's perfect. If you don't, use something that you might use for frying or whatever, a frying pan. This one I have a medium high, and I've been heating it up for a couple minutes so the heat distribute throughout the entire pan. Get some Spanish extra virgin olive oil. They're easy to find in any supermarket. And I'm going to put some here. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to grab, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of shrimp. And I'm going to start cooking them, maybe for a minute or 2. You're moving them around. Make sure you have some salt in this oil. Sea salt is the one I'm using, and it's fine sea salt. If you happen to find the sea salt that's kind of more thicker, just use this and put some pressure on it until it gets thinner, and use it for your cooking. And it took actually a few seconds, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get them out. And transfer them here. Now what I'm going to do is the interesting stuff. Add some fresh beans. Your onions and your garlic. and your red bell peppers. And mix them up for about a minute or two. Ooh, smells delicious. Add your tomato sauce. And get some powdered paprika, or what they call pimentón dulce in Spanish. I go with the smoked one because I like the flavor. And the color that it adds. Mix things up for a little bit. Add a little bit more of sea salt. Smells good. And now what you're going to do, you're going to add about 2 cups of water, maybe 2.5 cups. And you're going to let it boil. And now you add your saffron with a little color. And mix off a little bit things. And now that the water, and you can use fish broth too, by the way. I went with water to simplify things, but you could have used fish broth if you wanted to. What you're going to do now that is boiling, you're going to add a cup of bomba rice or round rice. This is the kind of rice that is used for paellas. Bomba rice, round rice. And you're going to distribute it throughout the paella, the rice. And you're going to let it cook for about 4 or 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, at the medium-high heat. Now, one important thing, after you organize the rice, like when you do this, moving it around, you don't move the rice anymore. You have to let it be now. Now you have to let things cook. After 5 minutes, now you're going to start adding the shrimp. Reduce the heat at medium low. And let it cook for about 10 minutes, approximately. But you have to watch it. You want the water to drain. So I said 10 minutes might be sufficient. So it's been about 10, maybe 11 minutes. You have the water drain. If you want the soca rat, which is like that little burning under the rice that the Spaniards, the people from Spain, love so much. Just increase your heat from medium low, take it to medium high, and let it cook for about 45 seconds, maybe 60 seconds under this high heat to get that soak right. It's been a minute, turn the heat off, and what you're going to do now, you're going to cover this baby. This pan is kind of large, I don't have a cover, so I'm just going to use some aluminum foil, take it out of the heat, let it rest for about 5 minutes. So I had it resting for about 7 minutes. Let me uncover it. Look at this beauty. So what I do is I'm going to add a couple of lemon wedges. Maybe a tiny bit of parsley. Just a little bit. And bingo. And now it's time to give a try to this sock rat.